Hello everyone, and welcome to Mr.MoFranchise. It's week 2 of season 2, and the Jaguars are coming off a win against their divisional foe, the Indianapolis Colts. We will also be playing another division opponent this week as we will travel to take on the rookie quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, second pick in the overall draft, and the Tennessee Titans. A battle of rookie quarterbacks once again this week. As far as how long I'll be playing, I rolled a 30, so this will be a 15-minute quarter game with a 12-second rundown clock, and I will be starting in the second quarter. As far as the effect of winning or losing this game, I rolled a 5, and that means this will be either a plus or minus 10 for my GM approval. And as you know, that is the one area where I'm clearly lacking. So this is a big win, not just because we want to keep the momentum going, not just because it's a divisional game, but because a plus or minus 10 for the GM approval rating is on the line. And let's take a look at week 2's random event. It is called Focused Defensive Film Study. During this week's game preparation, your defensive coordinator spent some extra hours helping one of your starters improve his skills. You select the starter, then the effects will be rolled using the following 2 charts. So we have to look at our defensive coordinator's influence, and his influence is an A. That is Vargas, who moved up to an A most recently. And then I rolled for the rating improved block shed. I had picked C.J. Henderson. My DC Vargas is rated an A, so he moves up D10. I rolled a 4 for the rating improved, so it's block shed, and then I rolled a 7, so his block shed will go up 7. Not the best stat for a cornerback, but still, he'll take any improvement that you can get. So he's going to come off the blocks a lot better now. So if there's any outside runs, C.J. Henderson should be able to get out of that block a lot better. Okay, before we go to the game, let's look at some of the things that happened off the field before the game started. So taking a look at the injury reserve list, and what we have is the Titans are going to be without Marcel Darius, their defensive tackle, for the whole year. And so that's going to be a big loss for them as they take us on. That certainly will help us as we look to attack them in the run game. And then the other thing I wanted to look at was we have a potential improvement for one of our players. Kylan Hill has been challenged to get 2 touchdowns or 100 yards plus of rushing and or receiving. And if he does, he can bump up to star potential. We liked what we saw in the draft with Kylan Hill, and we're hoping that this is his breakout game to give him the star potential that we truly believe in. And so, with that being said, we're ready to take on to the action, traveling to Tennessee to take on the rookie quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, and the Tennessee Titans. For this game, I decided to go with the all-white uniforms, and I wanted to give Tennessee some special uniforms as well. So here we go. Jacksonville and Tennessee early on looking to see who can be in first place in the division. A lot of people looking forward to this matchup with the battle, and you're going to see this battle for a decade to come, and that is the number 2 pick Trevor Lawrence against the number 4 pick of the Jaguars, Trey Lance. And this is shaping up to be a fantastic rivalry for a very, very long time here in the AFC South. So it looks like the Titans are going to get the ball first. Remember, this was a game where I am simming the first quarter, so I'm going to speed through this and just do a brief update when we get to the end of the quarter. And as you can see, there's zeros on the board. So we're going to pick up the action starting in the second quarter, but we have the ball. We're driving at the 25-yard line. First and 10 from the 25. Trey Lance is going to hand it off to Kylan Hill. Kylan Hill breaks free. He's got a first down and more. Kylan Hill with an 11-yard gain. Remember, we're trying to have him be a breakout star, and so far he's got 6 carries for 23 yards. So he's close to his goal of 25 yards a quarter. First down and 10, pitch to the left, Kylan Hill to the outside. He's got room! He's got daylight! Touchdown! Kylan Hill! Fantastic for the Jaguars. That's going to give them the early 7-0 lead, and Kylan Hill is halfway to his goal of making 2 touchdowns to get that star potential. Great job by the Jaguars run blocking there, and that's going to give them the 7-0 lead. Crane puts the extra point through, and just like that, Jaguars up 7-0. Here's the kickoff from Cook. And the Titans are going to bring it out to the 20, 25, to the 28, 29, 30, 31-yard line. And that's where the Titans are going to set up shop. That was Travis Tyne from Clemson. Many Clemson players on this Titans team, including yours truly here, Trevor Lawrence. We've got Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, and Adam Humphries, wide receiver. A lot of Clemson players on this team. 1st and 10 for Trevor Lawrence. He's going to dump it off to number 89. And that's going to be a nice gain there to make it 2nd and 5. On the handoff, that's going to be very little gain there by Jerick McKinnon. And that's going to make this a 3rd and 5. Here we see a draft class look for the Jaguars. Look at all those starters that they have in week 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 5. What a rich, deep draft class it was for these Jaguars. Lawrence back to pass, and that's going to be a 1st down and more. Nice catch there by A.J. Brown. Good look by Trevor Lawrence. That's already going to be the 3rd reception of the day for A.J. Brown. And it's 1st and 10. Shotgun, play action, going deep, and that is going to be caught. What a catch there. Fantastic play by number 10, the Clemson connection, Adam Humphries. Fantastic catch. That will make these Clemson Tigers fans happy to see that. And it's going to make it 1st and 10. High formation. Handoff. And that's going to be a good gain for the Titans. Good blocking up front. Jerick McKinnon picks up at least 6 yards, and that's going to make it 2nd down and 4. As the Titans are moving, getting closer and closer to the goal. And that is going to be a 1st down. Nice run there by Jerick McKinnon. And that's going to make it 1st and goal for these Titans as they look to tie this game. Single back here. Lawrence under center. He throws, and that's going to be caught. Adam Humphries all the way down to the 1-yard line. Titans looking good on this drive. Strong formation. And it's going to be a pass, and that's going to be a sack. That is the 2nd sack of the day for Clavion Chason. Great job there by the 2nd-year player. Looking to make his mark this year with this Jaguars defense. Looking to improve his sacks from last year. And that's going to make it 3rd and goal for the Titans. Trevor Lawrence back to pass. He's going to look to the end zone, and that's going to be out of the end zone. And that was probably a good decision by Trevor Lawrence. You don't want to force it, and they will settle for the field goal attempt here. And this is going to be veteran Ryan Suckup. A chip shot here for the Titans, and that kick is up and good. And that's going to make the score 7-3. Jaguars still leading with just under 9 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter. Here's the kickoff from Brett Kern. And that's going to be taken in the end zone by Robinson Jr. He's going to bring it out. And that's going to be to the 25-yard line. Same spot he would have had if he just would have taken the touchback. And that's where Lance will start. 1st and 10 from the 25. And Lance drops back to pass. It's going to be a slant across the middle. DJ Chark Jr. And that's going to be a 12-yard reception. And so far, Trey Lance is 6 for 6 starting this game. Single back formation here for the Jaguars on 1st and 10. It's going to be play action. Lance is scrambling out. He's going to throw it across the middle. That's going to be caught. Great reception there by the Jaguars. 3rd tight end. That's Davis. Tyler Davis on the reception. Let's watch the replay. Great running throw there by Trey Lance. And that's going to give the Jaguars a 1st down and 10 from the 46. Trey Lance is going to hand it off to Kylan Hill. Kylan Hill has a good yard pick up there, about 6 yards. It's going to make it 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, single back. Kylan Hill back there. He's going to take the hand off, and he's going to run it for a couple of yards. That's going to give him 45 yards in the day. And it's going to make it 3rd and very short. 3rd and 2, in fact. He handed off again to Marlon Mack this time, trying to get the tough yards. Marlon Mack picks up 1 yard, and the Jaguars are going to go for it. Coach Mo being very aggressive here. 4th and 1, and it's going to be a handoff to Kylan Hill, and he has the 1st down. Aggressive play calling there by Coach Mo, but he felt like it was worth doing, and it paid off. 1st and 10. Trey Lance back to pass. He's going to roll out to the right, and he's going to dump it off to Kyle Pitts. This is a great opportunity to do a player profile of Kyle Pitts. So taking a look at Kyle Pitts, he was the 4th pick in the 4th round this year for the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the NFL, he's wearing number 86. In college, he wore 84. He did hail out of Florida, the 6'6", 239-pound tight end from Abington, Pennsylvania. The Jaguars saw a lot of good tight ends on the board, but when it came to Kyle Pitts, they really liked what they saw in the combine, and so when He fell to them in the 4th round. They felt like he would be a very good fit here in Jacksonville. And week 1 was any indication. They were correct. Pitts led the team with 9 catches for 142 yards and a touchdown. So clearly Kyle Pitts has a very, very bright future here in Jacksonville. So resuming the action here, Trey Lance on 2nd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, back to pass. Scanning the field, he dumps it off to Laviska Shenault, and Laviska Shenault fights for the 1st down and more. Good to see Laviska working that strength of his across the middle. Now this year as the slot receiver, probably where he will remain on this team. 1st down and 10. Man in motion for the Jaguars. Lance back to pass. He's going to scramble out, and he's going to get sacked and fumble. Alaric Jackson's going to pick it up, and Alaric Jackson's going to be tackled for a loss there. Nice sack there by Chicolo for the Titans. It's going to make it 2nd and long. Dump off there to Davis, and that is going to make it 3rd and 17 for the Jaguars. Trey Lance in shotgun single back. 3 receivers and a tight end here. Formation for the Jaguars. Lance back to pass. He's going to throw it, and that's going to be knocked down by the Titans secondary. Trey Lance is like, wow, I can throw an incomplete pass. Yes, that is his first incomplete pass. And that means the Jaguars are going to settle for the field goal attempt. 45 yards out for Matthew McCrane. The kick is up against the wind, and the kick is good. And that's going to give the Jaguars the 10-3 lead. Great job there by Matthew McCrane, who's been very sure-footed in his career so far with the Jaguars. There's the kickoff for the Titans, and the ball is brought up. Nice move there, and it's going to be taken to the 27-yard line, where Trevor Lawrence will begin this series down 10-3. Here he comes, Trevor Lawrence, the future of the Tennessee Titans. They certainly hope so. Although he's been shut out so far, held to just a field goal. 1st and 10. Lawrence back to pass. He's going to dump it off. And that is going to be number 36, Jerick McKinnon, who's going to be given about a 4-yard gain there. And the Jaguars have an injury to Nick Bolton. It looks like he's holding his wrist. At this time, let's go into a player profile of Nick Bolton. Number 59 in college. We'll certainly let you know what that injury is. Playing in Missouri, we find out. 432 there. 2nd and 6 for the Titans. 32 pounds. And this is going to be a draw play. Handed off to McKinnon. And McKinnon is not going to get a lot there for linebacker help. Jaguars and they really very much by that draw play. That's going to bring out 3rd and 6. They liked what they saw, and it looks like it's a broken finger for Nick Bolton. He was a Missouri Tiger. Don't believe he's going to return in this game, but I bet he'll be back next week. They never thought a broken finger might be keep out the tough Nick coming, and that's why this injury. 3rd and 6. Trevor Lawrence back to pass. Nick Bolton. He's going to loft one, and that is going to be incomplete. But there was pass interference. Maybe a bit unnecessary, but it was called, and the referees were right. This was pass interference by Charvarius Ward. The veteran got caught there. No other way to put it. He did have his hands. He did impede the movement of the receiver. That's going to give the Titans 1st down and 10. Trevor Lawrence is going to scramble. He's going to move up in the pocket, but he is going to be brought down. That's a sack by Josh Allen, the superstar, the emergency superstar at that. And that's going to make it 2nd and 12. Trevor Lawrence back to pass once again. He's going to dump it off to number 11 for the Titans, A.J. Brown. Just a small gain there. He does get out of bounds, and that's going to make it 3rd and 9 with just under a minute and a half to play here in the 1st half. Trevor Lawrence back to pass here on 3rd and 9. Not anybody open, but he is going to throw it deep, and that's going to be incomplete. Attempting to go to A.J. Brown, but he was double covered. And that's going to force the Titans to punt. We'll see what the Jaguars want to do here with a minute 22 and all 3 timeouts left. Here's the punt by Brett Kern. And it's going to be down the 19-yard line, out of bounds. And that's where the Jaguars will take over. Interesting to see what Coach Mo wants to do here. Nice to see Kylan Hill there, already with 10 rushes for 49 yards and a touchdown. Good 4.9 average. Trey Lance, well, he's out of the shotgun, so we might see the Jaguars be aggressive here. Already up by 7. Trey Lance sending Kylan Hill in motion. Giving orders to Kylan Hill, changing the play. And it's going to be thrown to Kylan Hill across the middle. Definitely, there was something that Trey Lance saw there. And that was a good read by the rookie. And that's going to pick up a good chunk of yards. And that's going to give the Jaguars the ball at the 42. Clock still running. And Trey Lance is going to be brought down with the sack, and they are going to call timeout. Good pressure there by the Titans. And that's going to put Trey Lance with 2nd and 16, empty backfield, 5-receiver set. Trey Lance making an audible, calling out the orders. Good to see the rookie doing that already at his young age. And he sees a man across the middle. That's Laviska Shenault. And that's going to be a nice pickup here. They are going to go right from here. No timeout called, and Trey Lance is going to be brought down. And now the Titans are the team calling the timeout as they want to see if they can do anything with 25 seconds left. That is the 4th sack on the day for the Titans. And this will force Logan Cook to punt the ball. And he's going to kick it all the way at the 10, where it'll be downed by Scott. And so the Titans will have it with just 19 seconds left to go. And this is going to be a handoff to McKinnon. McKinnon gets a couple of yards, but that's not going to be enough to give the Titans any sense of feeling like they can do anything at the end here. So that's going to be the end of the first half. Low-scoring game, but the Jaguars once again go into halftime with the lead, 10-3. Looking at the stats, once again, you have to love the fact that the Jaguars have 1 takeaway and no turnovers. So let's take it around the action in the NFL. Going to Cincinnati, where AFC South Indianapolis Colts are trailing the Bengals 10-3. Joe Burrow leading the Bengals to an early lead there as the second quarter approaches the end. Moving on to other action in the NFL, let's go to New York, where the Jets are trailing the 49ers 17-7. Garoppolo having a decent game, and Sam Darnold only 61 yards of passing in the first half. Moving on to other action in Detroit, where the Lions are trailing 14-10. Kirk Cousins having a solid game, 14 for 20 for 165 yards and a touchdown. And Matt Stafford has chipped in a touchdown as the Lions trail by 4. Well, picking up the action here in the second half, the Titans are kicking off to the Jaguars. Robinson's going to pick it up at the 8-yard line and take it out to the 30-yard line. And that's where Tennessee will take over on defense, and the Jaguars send out Trey Lance to start this Jaguars offense. And they're going to start with a screen pass, and that is going to be incomplete. Good job by there, Tennessee, for diagnosing that play. That's going to make it 2nd and 10. Trey Lance is going to throw it to Kyle Pitts. We already previewed Kyle Pitts today, and he has a nice catch across the middle. It's going to give the Jaguars the first down. Trey Lance, under center, is going to hand it off to Kyle Hill, who's going to be met in the backfield by 54 for the Titans. Good job there by Anthony Walker Jr. 1st and 10 for Trey Lance. He's going to be out of the shotgun. He's going to dump it off for a screenplay, and that was read well by the Titans defense, which is going to make it 2nd down and 10. Lance, empty backfield. He's going to throw it across the middle. Kyle Pitts on the reception. Nice catch there by Kyle Pitts for the first down. 1st and 10. Trey Lance is going to hand it off, and Kyle Hill's going to be met in the backfield there. Nice tackle by the Titans. Good penetration. That's going to mean 2nd down and 13. Trey Lance out of the shotgun, single back. He's going to give the ball to Kyle Hill, and that's going to be a nice pickup there to get a lot of that yardage back. And that's going to make this 3rd and very manageable, 3rd and 5. Trey Lance back, throw. He's going to scan the field. He's going to dump it off to Chris Olave. Chris Olave makes the catch. When it came time for the Jaguars in the 3rd round, when they had this 22nd pick in the draft, they could not believe that Chris Olave was still on the board. And so while wide receiver was something they were interested in at that point, they did not believe that that talent was still available. So they grabbed Chris Olave up right away. The 6'1", 188-pound receiver out of originally San Marcos, California. He got his mark at Ohio State, and they felt like he would be a great addition, and this would help them move Laviska Shenault to the slot. And so Chris Olave immediately gets the start for this young Jacksonville Jaguars team. They're expecting wonderful things from Chris Olave in his career here in Jacksonville. All right, so returning to the action. Great catch there by Chris Olave to get that first down. 1st and 10. Kyle Hill picks up very little there. Good job by the Titans on their run penetration. That's going to make it 2nd down and 11 for Trey Lance. Single back, Kyle Hill, 4 receiver set. Back out of the shotgun. He dumps it off quickly to Colin Johnson. Colin Johnson has been relegated to the 4th receiver, but he's still going to be a big contributor on this team if they're going to succeed. 3rd down and 7. And that pass is incomplete. And that's going to set up the Jaguars with a very long field goal. This will be a 58-yard field goal with the wind. Matthew McCrane, does he have the leg? And the kick is up, and the kick is good! Matthew McCrane nails it from 58 yards, giving the Jaguars a 2-score lead here with just over 11 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Matthew McCrane, unheralded coming out of college, but the Jaguars picked him up in free agency, and they haven't looked back. And here we see after the touchback, the Titans coming out in a very unusual formation. Will the Jaguars be ready for it? They are. And the gimmick play doesn't go anywhere for McKinnon. Nice job there by the Jaguars not to be fooled by the gadget play. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 11. Trevor Lawrence out of the shotgun in a more traditional set. Trevor Lawrence dumps it off, and that is going to be incomplete. He had his man Corey Davis open, the captain of the team, but he threw it a little far. And that's going to set up 3rd and long. Trevor Lawrence out of the shotgun, dumps it across the middle. That's going to be a 1st down to Rob Gronkowski. Former Patriot, former Buccaneer Rob Gronkowski picks up the 1st down. It's unusual seeing him in a Titans uniform after all those years playing for the Patriots. But Trevor Lawrence saw him open, and that's what he's good for. And that gives the Titans the ball near midfield. 1st and 10. Play action. Throw is complete to 84, Corey Davis, the captain of this team for the Titans offense. And that's his 2nd catch for 30 yards so far today. Charvarius Ward in the tackle, and that's going to give the Titans 1st down and 10. Now within field goal range. Trevor Lawrence is going to send a man in motion. And Trevor Lawrence is going to be called for delay of game. Rookie mistake there with the motion play to take the play clock too far down. And that's going to make it 1st and 15. High formation here. And the tight end goes in motion again. This time they're going to get the play off. And Trevor Lawrence hands it off to number 41, who makes a move. Nice run there by the fullback. Blazing game. And that's going to give the Titans 2nd down and 9. And they're called once again for a flag, this time for false start. They are just shooting themselves in the foot here, and that's going to give them 2nd and 14. 2 penalties on this drive alone. Handoff is to the outside. That's a nice pickup. Oh, good try for the spin move there. Jerry McKinnon is going to get some of that penalty yardage back, but it's still going to be 3rd and 7. They're putting Trevor Lawrence in some tough spots here with the penalty yards. And he's going to throw it, and that's going to be incomplete. And the Titans will be forced to settle for the field goal opportunity. This is Ryan Suckup from 50 yards out. If it's good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And that's going to give the Titans another field goal, which makes the score 13-6 with under 7.5 minutes to play. Robinson Jr. takes the ball, and he's going to run it all the way back to the 32-yard line. Nice job, Brian Robinson Jr. And the Jaguars will have good field position. 1st and 10. Trey Lance back to pass. He's going to throw a slant to DJ Chark. DJ Chark has the 1st down and more. One of the best routes that DJ Chark runs on this team is that slant. He runs it very well. 1st and 10. Trey Lance is going to dump it off to Jabari Peacock, the fullback. Not just a blocking fullback, he's got very good hands for a fullback. That was one of the things that they liked when they drafted him. That's going to make it 2nd down and 3. Trey Lance across the middle. Colin Johnson for his next catch that he's had in this quarter. And that's going to give the Jaguars 1st down and 10. In field goal range for Matthew McCrane, and they're going to hand it off to Kylan Hill. Kylan Hill breaks for a good set of yards, or 8 yards. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 2. Under 5 minutes to play. Jaguars looking good on this drive. And there's another 1st down for Kylan Hill. The run game so far today has been very effective. 1st and 10 for Trey Lance. He's going to pass, and that's going to be thrown to Kyle Pitts. Drops the ball. You did not see that last game. Kyle Pitts had a tremendous 1st game as a rookie, but there's a rare drop for Kyle Pitts. On 2nd and 10, DJ Chark gets the slant once again. That's going to make it 3rd and inches. Trey Lance knows that slant is a very good play to run for G.H. Chark, and this is going to make it 3rd and inches. Handoff to Kylan Hill. He's got a first down for the Jaguars, and that's going to be 1st and goal from the 7. Kylan Hill already has 70 yards as he drives to get his first 100-yard game of his career. 1st and 10 for Trey Lance. He's going to throw it across the middle, and that is a touchdown! Touchdown for Trey Lance, and Laviska Shenault doing the swim move in the end zone. Congratulations, Laviska Shenault. Looking at the replay here, Laviska Shenault just did a good job there finding the open spot, catching it in traffic, and that's going to give the Jaguars the 2-score lead. Assuming the extra point is good, Matthew McCrane knocks it down, and that's going to give the Jaguars 20 points today and a 14-point lead. The ensuing kickoff will be touchback, so we'll pick it up at the 25. Trevor Lawrence, 1st and 10. He's going to throw it to number 11, A.J. Brown for the Titans, and that's going to give them a first down. Trevor Lawrence is looking very good on that pass. And in motion, it's going to be a fake handoff to him, and it's going to be handed off to 36. McKinnon is not going to be fooling the Jaguars defense at all. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 12. Just get it off before he got sacked, and that is to Rob Gronkowski. Nice play there by Trevor Lawrence getting rid of that ball before the sack. And it's going to be 3rd and 2. But once again, the Titans are their worst enemy, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on their lineman for a false start, and that's going to give Trevor Lawrence now a 3rd and 7, which is much more difficult than 3rd and 3. You can't keep doing this to your rookie quarterback, but he does make it work. He throws it to fellow Clemson Tiger Humphreys, but Humphreys is hurt on the play. We'll let you know what that injury's all about, but I believe they're going to take him into the locker room. That's a loss for this Titans team. And Adam Humphreys has been doing a great job for them so far this game. Trevor Lawrence, 1st and 10. He's going to throw it across the middle. And that's going to be a reception to 81, A.J. Brown. 2nd down and long. Handoff is McKinnon. He is stopped in the backfield. Leon Jacobs. And that's going to bring us to the end of the quarter. We go into the 4th quarter. The Jaguars up by 14, 20-6. An impressive showing so far here in Tennessee. Picking up the action in the 4th quarter. 2 halfbacks in the backfield. He's going to dump it off Trevor Lawrence's to number 22, and that's going to be stopped short. He tried to throw it to Travis Etienne, another Clemson player, and it's going to be 4th and 5, and I wonder what the Titans will do here. It's probably too long to kick the field goal. Probably too short to do the punt. You're down by 14. They may want to kick. They may want to go for it on 4th down as we watch the replay here. No, they're going to go for the field goal. This is a long one for Ryan Suckup. The kick is up, and the kick is short. Yeah, I don't know that I agree with that call. But I'm sure the Jaguars are very happy to see that occur. Yeah, I'm not sure against the wind that was the best course of action for the Titans. And I think the Jaguars will take over with good field position at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Lance is going to hand off to Kylan Hill, and Kylan Hill is going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to make it 2nd and 10. Pass. He's going to throw it to Chris Olave. Chris Olave makes the catch. Good job, Chris Olave. His 4th catch for 37 yards. Watch the replay here. Nice catch by Chris Olave. Pick up the action, 1st and 10, under 13 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. I formation for the Jaguars. They go to the strong side, and they're going to bring in Marlon Mack, who once again finds the running to be very challenging. So they're going to put back in Kylan Hill. It's going to be a pass play, and that is going to be thrown to Laviska Shenault across the middle. Trey Lance takes the risk there, but he does loft it over the middle linebacker, and you have to wonder, is that the kind of pass that Gardner Minshew could have made last year, or would that have been going the other way for Tennessee? We'll never know because Trey Lance is the quarterback, and he's going to hand off this first play, draw play, and Kylan Hill takes it all the way down the 1-yard line. Great call there by the Jaguars offensive coordinator. The draw play hadn't been called much this game, and that's going to give the Jaguars 1st and goal from the 1. Kyle Hill to the outside. Kyle Hill going to be brought down by the shoestring tackle. He was looking for a second score of the day, and it's not to be, and that's going to make a second down and goal from the 2. Kyle Hill is going to be met and fumbles. Terrible result there by the Jaguars offense. Kyle Hill, for the first time this year, coughs up the ball. Let's watch the replay and see what happened. Kyle Hill was looking at that second score, but he was popped, and popped hard. Watching the replay, who was that? Looked like it was 55. He was met hard by Jayon Brown, the captain for the Titans, and that maybe saves the game for the Titans, and they're going to have it first and goal from the 5. But a safety, the ball is loose, it's a fumble, and it's recovered. Touchdown for the Jaguars. What a great way to make lemonade out of lemons. The Jaguars defense steps up after the offense coughed up the ball, and let's watch the replay. They're going to celebrate in the end zone. Looks like some sort of basketball celebration. Well, let's watch the replay. I believe this was Josh Allen coming. Yes, it was Josh Allen coming in, and he makes the sack strip fumble, and it's recovered by, I believe that is maybe Russell. Yes, I believe it was. No, Devon Hamilton got the scoop and score, and the Jaguars take a 3-score lead, and this crowd is in stunned silence right now. They find their home team down 21 points, 27-6. I'm not sure the pundits had this score. And so the Titans are going to bring up the ball. That's a good return. Breaks free. That's the best return of the day for the Titans, and that's going to give them first and 10 from the 36. But they're putting Trevor Lawrence in a difficult position, down by 21 points with just over 10 minutes to play. Handoff. That's going to be to McKinnon. Nice draw play call themselves for the first down. And that's going to give the Titans the ball at midfield. They've got to pick up the pace. Good pass there by Trevor Lawrence. That was once again to McKinnon. That's going to make it second short. Lawrence back to pass. And that was going to be an incomplete pass. And that's going to make it third and short for the Titans. They need to score. They need a touchdown. Draw play once again to McKinnon. He's going to have the first down. That's probably the best play for the Titans so far on offense. That draw play has looked very nice from McKinnon. First and 10, Trevor Lawrence. And he is going to be brought down with the sack. Josh Allen with his third sack of the day. Josh Allen, 3 sacks and a safety. He is truly emerging as the superstar on this Jaguars defense. Trevor Lawrence back to pass down second 15, has a man open, and that is Gronkowski. The sure-handed Gronkowski makes the catch, and then the push there by the free safety. And this is going to be a nice replay. Watch how Gronkowski goes up, and watch the flip. The Jaguars players hitting him and then doing the flip on their own player. You gotta love Madden sometimes with some of the ragdoll graphics. And here's a handoff, draw play. Jaguars did a good job stopping that play. McKinnon goes nowhere. In fact, he loses 3 yards. And that's going to give the Titans the ball with 6.5 minutes to play. They've got to push it up the field. That is a pass catch and dropped. That looked like it was going to be a touchdown there to Janu Smith, but he couldn't hold on. A strong, powerful hit by the secondary forced the ball to be dislodged. That's going to make it third down on 13. Jump off. That is not going to be enough. That was to 87. Rod Gronkowski. That's going to force a 4th and 11. And a curious call here for McKinnon. Yes, the draw play has worked so far today, but on 4th and long, is that really the call you want to be making? A curious decision there by the Titans. But once again, the Jaguars won't complain as they'll take over with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go and a 21-point lead. On first down, Trey Lance is going to do a screen play. And that's going to be a nice gain there for 2nd and 3. They're going to call a strong formation on 2nd and 7. Handoff is to Marlon Mack. He's going to pick up 3 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 4 as the Jaguars look to work the clock here. 3rd and 4. Trey Lance is going to hand it off to Kylan Hill, and he's going to make a juke, but he is not going to be able to get back to anything but the line of scrimmage. And that's going to force the Jaguars to punt. But clearly that possession was all about working the clock. And this is going to be a kick from Logan Cook. And the Titans are going to pick up the ball. Nice tackle there by number 21 for the Jaguars. And that's going to give Trevor Lawrence a chance to have the ball again. Down by 21. And he's going to get it across the field to Ron Gronkowski. Good tight spiral there by Trevor Lawrence. And that's going to give the Titans a first down as the clock is under 3 minutes to go. So Lawrence is going to dump it off. Jaguars will take that all day as the clock continues to go. Only a pickup of 3. Trevor Lawrence is going to throw it. Nice in route there by 84. Corey Davis. That's his third catch of the day. That's going to give him 500 yards so far this year, I believe. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. The Titans find themselves down by 21 points. And now they are just looking to put together some sort of offensive possession that they can build on for next week. Trevor Lawrence completes that for a first and goal. And another jump off pass. And very little to gain there as the clock will continue to tick down under a minute and 20 seconds to go. Trevor Lawrence is going to throw it, and that's going to be a good job there by number 36, McKinnon, to get out of bounds. Stops the clock at minute 17. That's Henderson's 6th tackle. Trevor Lawrence is going to throw it to Rob Gronkowski, who is going to have it, but then the ball is going to be dislodged. Trevor Williams did a nice job there. Rob Gronkowski, usually you think he's going to catch that ball. Let's watch the replay. That's usually the kind of ball that Rob Gronkowski holds on to, but Williams lays the lumber, and the ball is forced out. And that's going to give the Titans 4th and goal. No choice but to go for it here from the 6. Trevor Lawrence back to pass. 4th and goal, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Titans. It goes to A.J. Brown. Oh, excuse me, Janu Smith on that. Janu Smith on the catch there. The number 2 tight end for the Titans now that Rob Gronkowski's here. And call it what you want, a garbage touchdown, but it does give the Titans the chance to kick the onside kick. Down by 2 scores. And no luck there. Chris Olave, we've already highlighted him today. Sure hands there. And Coach Mo is going to tell the halfbacks to put 2 hands on the ball. And Trey Lance back to pass. Ooh, that was a risky play there by the Jaguars. They might want to hand the ball off here with a minute to go. A much more reasonable play call there. Kyle Hill does get a couple yards rushing there. And that's going to take the time under a minute to go. 3rd and 7. Trey Lance is calling out orders here. Are they going to pass? They should be running, shouldn't they? Yard back to pass. And it's going to be thrown to Kyle Pitts. And Kyle Pitts with his 2nd drop of the day. Maybe we jinxed him with that player profile. But Coach Mo is going to go for it here on 4th and 7. He didn't want to kick the field goal. Too short for the punt. So they're going to throw it. And that is going to be a catch to Kylan Hill. Why not? Have yourself a day, Kylan Hill. And that's going to force the Titans to call their timeout, their 2nd of the game, but this is all but going to end it. As the Jaguars are handing off to Kylan Hill, and the Titans will call a timeout. That's just a formality at this point, as the Jaguars are just looking to run the clock here, but they're going to hand it off to Kylan Hill, and he's going to pick up a couple yards, and that was a special play, as that puts Kylan Hill over 100 yards. Congratulations, Kylan Hill. You are going to be an emerging star this week. And the final play of the game, that is to Marlon Mack in garbage time. And congratulations, Jacksonville Jaguars. You have started out the season 2-0 under Coach Mo in his 2nd year. Let's look at the stats. And clearly the best stat line there is the only 1 turnover for the Jaguars, and that was a fumble. It was not an interception. As once again, Trey Lance goes a whole game without throwing an interception. And Trevor Lawrence looks frustrated, but he's got a bright and wonderful future here in the NFL. But not today, as the Jaguars come away with the victory. Let's take a look at the stat line for both these first-round picks. Trevor Lawrence, 27 of 36 for 295 yards and a touchdown and an interception. That's a fantastic day for the rookie. But not to be undone, Trey Lance, 24 for 30 for 254 yards and one touchdown and no interception. And if you ask these two quarterbacks who had the better day, I would say the edge has to go to Trey Lance. Kylan Hill had 24 attempts for 101 yards and a touchdown. He did have the one fumble, but still a great day for Kylan Hill. Not to mention, he also led the team in receptions. 4 catches for 46 yards. Chris Olave threw in 4 catches for 37 yards. Let's not forget Laviska Shenault, 4 catches for 47 yards and a touchdown. And DJ Chark, 4 catches for 55 yards, many coming on slants. Tyler Davis threw in 3 catches for 36 yards. Colin Johnson threw in 2 catches for 12 yards. Kyle Pitts contributed 2 catches for 14 yards and 2 drops. And Jamari Peacock, the fullback, had a surprising catch for 7 yards. As far as blocking goes, we gave up a couple sacks today. Taylor Decker gave up 2 sacks, and Lamar Jackson gave up 1 sack on the day. As far as pancake blocks, nobody had any. So let's go to the defense. Let's highlight who led the team in total tackles. Charvarius Ward, probably not the best thing in the world for your quarterback to have 11 tackles, but he did. C.J. Henderson threw in 10 tackles. Ronnie Harrison had 9. As far as sacks go, Josh Allen had 3 sacks in the day. A great day for him. And Clavon Chason had 2 sacks to give the Jaguars 5 sacks in the day. And of course, let's talk about Josh Allen's forced fumble because of the safety that he caused. And Devon Hamilton picked up the safety fumble for the touchdown. Excuse me, that wasn't safety. It was a touchdown on that play. Scratch that. Going on to progression, DJ Chark moves up a point. You gotta love the 2 points for the route running. And Trey Smith is going to go up a point with he gets a point in pass protection, but he doesn't move up overall. But he does go up 1 agility and 3 pass block finesse. So working on his footwork there. And then the final progression we have, Bobo Wilson goes up 3 points from 64 to 65. What's up there is the 3 release and the 2 spec catch. However, the most important development of the day is Kylan Hill. The offensive coordinator talks to us about, are you amazed at his development? Kylan Hill now has star development as he takes the first step in his journey to be a feature back here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Have they found their replacement running back? I believe they have. Next week, we'll be traveling to Baltimore to take on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. And continuing the good news after Kylan Hill's bump up to star development, we have the head coach approval ratings. Remember, this game was worth a plus or minus 10 to the GM approval, and we certainly needed to get into his good graces. And so we are going to go from a -12 up to a -2. Maybe one more win when we get a GM opportunity, and this GM will start to think that things are going in the right direction here in Jacksonville. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe and smash that like button. Tell a friend. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 2-0. Can they continue that winning way as they travel to Baltimore next week against Lamar Jackson? Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.